Welcome to the Young and Pruitt podcast. This and every episode of this podcast is brought to you by youngandpruitt.com. It is the reason we are on iTunes, Stitcher, and now we are on YouTube. Only in a audio form, but every single episode this far, 1 through 20, is on YouTube. So that's 4 ways that you can get on and listen to this podcast. So hit us up. We have a bunch of announcements to go through. We have, including being on the YouTube and Stitcher and all that stuff. We also have a forum now, so we have a fan discussion that is currently on the website. Be sure to get on there, create a membership, and just start talking. You guys can talk about anything you want. Preferably talk about this podcast and what you guys think, but if you guys just want to just do general stuff, if you guys want to do your own little race forum or whatever, it's just another way that you guys can communicate with each other and communicate with us. We also have a subreddit now, thanks to a friend of the show. He created R Young and Pruitt.
Yes.
That's the subreddit. So yeah, be sure to check that out for all you Reddit guys out there. I know a lot of you guys listen to us. Big shout out to you guys. And
Share button.
Oh, yes.
Directly from the website.
Yeah, you can now share all the stuff on there, Pinterest, all that good stuff. Yeah, so a lot of big things. Keep adding, just like I always say, keep adding to this all the time. We're working on some merchandise coming up, some shirts and some hats to start off with. So just, shout out to us if you guys listen to this and you want a special article of clothing or anything that you guys want with our YPP logo on it, be sure to let us know. Sizes also, that would be a big help, just to get a kind of a little idea of how big everybody is.
Yes.
So
not everybody is XL or 2X.
No.
Like us.
What else? Is there any other announcements?
Working on our first partnership deal that kind of piggybacks off the merchandise thing.
Yes.
So we'll have we're hoping to have something along those lines announced very soon.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be cool. We're close to signing our first partner, which is of course huge for any podcast, but because This is ours, it's probably the biggest news.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fun.
Period.
Spencer Davis ran the YPP logo on his go-kart down at Kart Week down in Daytona.
Yep.
He ran pretty good. Heard he got wrecked a lot. But he did have some good finishes in there, I believe.
Well, he's driving the big body cars now.
Yeah.
He's getting up closer and closer to the big show. So, those kart pros, you gotta remind them a couple times that you're not from around these parts anymore. But
it was really cool to see that logo on there, and shout out to Spencer Davis for doing that for us.
Appreciate it, homie.
That was pretty cool. Yeah. So other than that, global warming. Am I right?
So yesterday when I woke up, it was 8.
Yeah, it was 9 here. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the single digits.
We had some pipes freeze. A pipe freeze. It was just
bust.
No, it just froze.
Okay.
We had our bathroom faucet, bedroom bathroom faucet froze up on us. The toilet still worked and the shower still worked, but the sink did not. And I think it's because we had an outside faucet. It's right on the other side of the wall on the outside. I think that's the culprit. And we even put one of those things around it. So I gotta get creative there and start looking stuff up, see if I can stop that from happening. Because eventually it could be big problems.
Yeah. My boss in Denver sent me a text today and said, it's a nice sunny 55.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. So you mean to tell me that in the Mile High City, it's 55 degrees and Charleston, South Carolina is currently underneath 7 inches of snow. By the way, Charleston's been canceled for the week, folks. So their vacation's not fucked. They don't have salt. They don't have road scrapers. None of this.
Yeah. I mean, the best thing to do in that situation is just to Netflix and chill, binge on this podcast, and just wait for it to all melt.
Yeah, Sperry's are not snow friendly. Sorry, kids.
Yeah, but they got all that Patagonia stuff. They can actually use it now.
Oh, yeah, well, they got the special Patagonia indoor.
Patagonia indoors. Hayes loves that. Hayes loves when you say that, Patagonia indoors.
Oh yeah, big shout out to Hayes too. He's doing big things.
Yeah, he's gone. He has left us. He has left us. He has gone to my beautiful home state, cross your heart, of Indiana,
which is probably -9 right now.
Yeah, probably right there it was, because at my mom's in southern Indiana it was -4, and then at the in-laws up in LaPorte it was like -17.
We don't do that here in North Carolina.
No,
I mean, we do that in the mountains of North Carolina, but we don't live.
Yeah, they're definitely set up for that. Here, we're not set up for that stuff. Like ice, whenever we get an ice storm, it's super bad.
I know. I don't pay a reasonable cost of living to be frozen.
Hashtag first world problems.
Oh, it is.
Just like Oregon.
Oh, okay. So I'm glad, because normally these day or week or even month-long outrages that you get spanning across social media, normally you have a pretty hard right-leaning crowd that's just full support of the oppressed bunch. But like, even everybody is just like, okay, Oregon, shut the fuck up. No, nobody cares. This isn't actually a problem. Like 48 other states. So
okay, I was just getting ready to look that up.
So Jersey's the other one.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Jersey's the other one. So I think it's like 36 counties in Oregon now. You can have the option to pump your gas. So number one, like, kids have been doing this shit here in the South because, like, that's just what your parents teach you how to do, like, before you can even drive. Like, here, we're going to teach you how to pump gas. And nobody gets set on fire, and places don't burn, and you don't, like, actually smell like gas unless you're an idiot and you pump gas on yourself. Or, in my instance, there was this one time that I accidentally pulled out in front of somebody, and they were talking. They followed me into the it was a gas station over there off Root and Smith Boulevard, and the dude like parks and gets all Tommy Tough nuts and tries to get buck and starts yelling at me and screaming. I'm like, dude, I cut you off. That's my bad. That was a stupid move, man. Like, I'm sorry. There's nothing else I can say. And then he wants to continue yelling at me, so he like comes over on my side of the pump, and I gave him a full stream of 87 octane.
Oh,
so, one more word, bro, and I'm gonna Zippo your shit.
Oh. God, that escalated very quickly.
Hey, you know what? You can only apologize so many times, and then Tommy Toughnuts over there has to, get bucked up and try to puff his chest out and show everybody down at Coyote Ugly who he's about to go hang out with. Tough. Look at me.
Yikes.
Yeah, your boots are fucked now, son.
Wow. Yeah, I haven't had any.
Hope that EcoBoost isn't brand new.
I haven't. I got. Let's see. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. Yeah, let's just go ahead and skip over that. But yeah, this whole pumping your own gas thing. Yeah, like I've never even.
Like, how is this a problem? Like, how is this even something to
like?
Revolt
That's just
about?
something that you do. Okay, you have a car. You want to drive someplace. It needs gas. Like,
Well,
I don't even know why these
like,
laws are even in place.
Chances are, if you've been not pumping your gas for that long, and you've been there forever, and you're in a tiny little town, it's likely that the gas station is going to continue to pump your gas because they want their customers to stick around.
Yeah, I seen one that said that he's lived there for 68 years and never pumped. It's like, you've never gone anywhere.
Oh, my favorite one is like, you never know what's going to happen. Only the most trained and authorized people need to pump gas, and I'm just like, yeah. So
that's about as.
Yeah, don't spray it anywhere except for the hole that you put the gas filler nozzle in, and then you squeeze, and then when it clicks, you stop.
It's funny because there's been a lot of good memes that I've been sharing on social media because of this. The best one was the Oregon Trail one. Have you seen that one? You died from pumping gas.
You have all this thing like dysentery.
Yeah, dysentery, smallpox.
Smallpox. Yeah. What's the one if you don't eat any fruit?
Don't eat any fruit. What? Like?
Oh, God, what was it? God, I'm going to sound like an idiot on the internet. That's not a good thing.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, it's on there, like Oregon Trail, lack of fruit. And I'm going to feel like an idiot when it comes up. Oh, the diseases of Oregon Trail. There's actually an entire segment on this.
Go through them. Let's see what we got.
All right. Dysentery, typhoid fever, cholera, measles,
Cholera is like a girl's name.
cholera. What's up, girl? Scurvy.
Scurvy.
Fucking scurvy.
Scurvy. Yeah, that's
Very Blackbeard.
yes.
Sweet.
Anyway, what I was trying to get at was, I've been sharing many memes. My favorite one was the Oregon Trail one. But I went to the gas station today and I had to pump gas. And it's the first time it's ever happened. I grabbed the nozzle for the spray, and as I turned it, like I didn't have a hold of the trigger. I just grabbed it, and as I pointed it at my car, it did like a burp, and it did like a cough, and it coughed gas all over the side of my car. And I was like, what the hell? So then I was like, okay, that's karma for talking mad shit about everybody.
You were just infected with petrol scurvy.
Yeah. I was like, oh God, it's happening. Like, this is where it all ends. At the gas station.
The machines are revolting.
So how was your Christmas?
It was awesome, man. So after our episode with Brett, I was down in Atlanta for brand planning meetings.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, we did our. Sorry to cut you off.
Oh no, yeah. Welcome to season 2.
Yeah, welcome to season 2. The Brett and the Bobby Allison episodes were recorded both on the same day. We did those right in the second week of December.
Yeah.
So we knocked those out, boom, boom, and then we went ahead and took the rest of the holidays off, and that's how we got a lot of the stuff done with the website. It caught us up on everything. But go back to what you were saying.
So yeah, we went down to Atlanta to do brand planning, and I'm of course new to this new agency's team, so I ended up taking over a significant role with one of the major brands. So went down, met everybody, got in some conversations, had the opportunity to leverage my former race team experience and my former agency experience into some ideas and some just general brainstorming sessions that I think are going to show up well at 2 of the title events this year on the Cup Series at Las Vegas and Kentucky. So
Nice.
Kentucky being mine. That's all my play toy. So
Nice.
yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And then so that was like a Wednesday to Friday deal. So meetings all day Wednesday, meetings all day Thursday, except I cut out mid-afternoon to go take my final, which was the last test I had to take for my MBA. So that's now done. I did not walk or graduate officially over the off season because I was in the process of buying a house, which I close on next week.
Congratulations.
So there's a lot going on. So yeah, holidays were great. You know, finished grad school, which has been looming for years now, and I'm glad that's done. And then bought a house, had a great time hanging out with all the family, did some skeet shooting.
Hey, I did that.
I think it was the same day.
No, it wasn't the same day.
I went down to a spot in Lexington, North Carolina called Clay Breakers.
Yeah. I
Place
went
is
to
legit.
Harmony. It's Hunting Preserve something. Really fun. It's a course. It's like 13 spots. It's like 13 holes if it was golf.
Yeah.
But you actually get like a golf cart and you go around and you get like little scorecards and they come from all different directions each time. Like, so they'll come from left, right. Some will come way over your head. Some will be like rabbits and they'll run across the ground. So you get one shot at each, boom, boom. And then you shoot 4 times. So you shoot like 104 times. You're sore by the time you're done.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I did so ours is it has 5 stations and then 5 shots per station. So it's 25 shots a round. We did 4 rounds. So I did right at 100. So that's a lot of fun. You know, I'm not a pro by any means. Like I just pulled out my own little home defense Mossberg 500 short barrel, pump, people say you need to either have the over under or you need to have an auto load, like semi-automatic.
yeah.
But I didn't do so well. My little brother, well, little in the sense that he's like 3 years younger than me, crushed it.
Yeah.
We were outgunned completely, and I did meh, and he was winning rounds.
Really?
Yeah, he had the shortest barrel out of everybody. It was awesome.
Had it figured out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we the first day I went, I think I got I did bad, but it was the first time I had shot skeet in years. I think I did 36 out of 100, and then went back a couple days later with another buddy and shot 45 or 46. So, but the funny thing was I actually shot better, but I thought I did worse the second time. But I think it's because I cared and I was actually trying.
It's all about getting that bead on that little
and
little piece of clay.
Yep, and clocking it and knowing the angle of it's fun, man. It's I think it's going to be
I could easily
my favorite hobby.
I budgeted it out, and to do what I did a month would cost about $200.
Yeah, I think it's one of the cheapest hobbies you can have.
Yeah, because I mean, you're going to get better at it. Mm-hmm. And you're going to get to at least a stable point where you're good, almost really good. Mm-hmm. And you can just go out there and shoot, and anybody can go do it. It's fun to do. Mm-hmm. It's a great way to bring people together. I went out with my brother-in-law and all of his buddies at the fire department and stuff in Thomasville. So,
oh, nice.
That was cool. It was a nice little family gathering.
That's good.
Everybody left the wives at home, and it was like a man outing.
Fun. Did you get anything good for Christmas?
Oh man, well, I've been wearing through some socks here lately, so I got some socks. I got
socks too.
At some point, it just makes it's the small stuff.
I got socks in my sock
that you don't want. Yeah, that you don't want to spend money anymore, and you get those for Christmas, and it's the best thing because you don't have to spend your money on it, and you can just go get other shit.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, we're guys too, so
right.
Underwear and socks that get taken to the very
they get worn out and
the very ragged edge.
We're talking about we're wearing wires through our tires. That's essentially how what socks and underwear become. But I mean, I got some nice clothes, got some new boots. I mean, it was pretty solid overall. I got some Panthers gear, and then they went and fucking lost to Atlanta this weekend. That broke my heart. Went to the Belk Bowl. Where Wake Forest played Texas A&M, and they threw up I think the most amount of points ever.
Nice
for that game. So had a hook up through a buddy at the NASCAR Hall of Fame. That he's also we're working together to see if the current client wants to invest in there. So
really,
it was actually a business trip. It just so happened to be one of my buddies. And
during the marketing job.
Yeah, you do. A lot less chance of Eric Jones running over your car and then subsequently running over you.
That's true.
No, I'm not ruling it out.
That's very true.
Not ruling it out.
That's very true. But I did help with the product placement, I guess, a little bit.
Yes, you did.
We got some footage. I guess I would consider this little guy my Christmas present to you.
I love that.
I got
it's good presents.
Yeah, for those that can't see it, it's one of those little pop dolls. One of those it's a bobblehead that doesn't bobble, basically. But David is a big. So, what's the pirate fascination? Have we ever went through this before?
No, I don't think we have. So I'm a North Carolina native. And all of my buddies and everybody, there's one specific friend who introduced the idea to the group, and then we started referring to ourselves as the Lost Pirate Society based on our trips out to the Outer Banks. So it just kind of became like a running joke. Mm-hmm. And then it became like a real thing. So we now fly the Blackbeard flag if we're on a group vacation. It gets hung outside of the house that we're renting.
Yeah, what's the Blackbeard flag?
So if you've ever seen it kind of looks like a skeleton holding like a cup and like a spear.
Yes.
And it's got the three red dots. So that's the Blackbeard flag. But if you actually get into pirate history, mm-hmm. One, there's evidence now that suggests that Blackbeard never actually killed anyone until his final battle when he was killed, and he just intimidated people into submission.
Really?
Two, pirate culture in general is a heavily democratic and self-policed. You're there almost, it's an honor to be a pirate, and then there's hierarchies. So if you're a low-level pirate, it's a lot like the military. You work your way up, you respect your elders, your commanding officers, and
Pirates Code.
Yeah, I mean it's a real code and stuff. So and then I mean you represent your set, like that's your people. So like if there's other pirates that are trying to jack your shit, like you go burn their stuff down because they're like messing with your stuff. But it's like
probably a lot like gangs are now.
Yeah, but it's like pirate culture is like, it was a completely functional subculture back then. Yeah, it's very interesting.
I heard the thing now that they're trying to say that they were Knights Templars.
I've read that, and I think it's a very possible case because you had you had privateers that were hired by the crown to go be pirates to like fight off.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that in history class.
Yeah, and then you had just like pirates who were pirates, and they would like go find the best pirates to build teams and go do their pirate things together. So yeah, so
how are some of the ways that he would intimidate everybody?
Oh, my man put rolled up hemp into his beard and would light it on fire, and he would roll up on your ship, and all you would see is like the shadows of his face from the flames from the hemp or the embers from the hemp burning out of his beard. And they literally thought he was the devil himself because he would just like roll up scary. He was huge. He was like 6'8", broad shouldered, just scary.
God, 6'8" back then.
Yeah,
He'd have been
man.
a monster.
You were just a big, scary dude.
Wow.
So yeah, it's definitely not like Johnny Depp pirates, but I mean that kind of helps bring it to the mainstream, right?
Got it.
And then the Davy Jones thing. I mean, the dude controls the Kraken, and I mean that's what everybody feared, and that's like his pet. That would be like.
Yeah, because I was going to think when I bought these, there was the Jack Sparrow pop, there was the Barbossa pop, and then there was the Davy Jones one. And I was thinking that you were going to go to the Barbossa.
An equally respectable character by all means. But,
yeah.
I mean, he who controls the Kraken controls the sea.
Oh, that's fun. That's a nice little tidbit. But yeah, I knew as we're starting to decorate our studio here that it was our personalization of it.
Yeah.
So I got you that.
Pumped about it. I like it.
As far as Christmas for me, me and the wife went in together and we got a new bed. We got a king size bed.
Okay.
So
sweet.
As at the age that I'm at, that's pretty exciting news for me to have a big bed. We got a purple mattress.
So that's what that bag is.
Yes, that's what that big bag is. It kept actually. I'll go get the little sample piece so you can feel it. Hold on. So the little sample pieces, so we got 2 pillows, and we got a king size mattress, but that's what it is.
Oh,
yeah, it's like a squishy jelly type thing.
Oh yeah, I could see where you can lay across that and it just like conforms to your body.
Yeah, but the commercials are great. They got the Bigfoot ones, and then they have the ones with like the eggs. They put the eggs in there. But yeah, it comes in like a big gym bag is what it comes in, and it's all sealed down, and you lay it out and you unroll it. It comes all rolled up. You unroll it, and it's like vacuum sealed, and you like cut it, and it just goes.
Wow.
Yeah, it just expands. Yeah, and it ends up being real thick. And then the pillows are nice, but they're just like super heavy. But they're like not very thick, but they're super heavy.
I'm a multi-pillow guy. I like a lot of pillows. I'll do one between the knees for the spine alignment, and then I'll do one like
I don't go that far. I'll kind of tuck the blanket, but I won't. I haven't put one. I move around a lot though.
I do too, and because I'm #forever alone, I have a nice big body size pillow that I like to put my arms around and cuddle with because it's more comfortable, not because I'm weird. And I definitely have not attached any type of masks or face to that pillow in imagining of another person.
Dress it up and go to Target and get some ladies' pajamas and put on it.
What lipstick do you want, babe?
Yo, her.
That's a great movie, by the way.
I haven't seen it.
It's a great movie. I would recommend. By the way, I don't know if I've ever seen your hair this long.
You probably haven't.
I
know for a fact you haven't. It was going to be longer, but the barber kind of made it chopped off a little bit too much. I told him to barely touch it, and he cut a little bit more off. So
normally we have shaved head, Zach.
Yeah. The last time I had my long hair was it was kind of long right before I met Brittany, like Well, that was 4 years ago. Back when I was on Robbie Gordon's deal.
Yeah.
My hair was kind of long. I got a couple pictures of that for the Throwback Thursdays. But my hair was pretty, I mean, not like, this is like normal length, like your length.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying is long for me because my head's always been shaved.
Right.
But the good thing about me is it all grows back. And for the longest time, the reason why I've always kept my hair so short is because I could never do anything with it because it's so thick. It's super thick. Back in those days, that was 2012 when I was on the Robbie deal. When I tried to get it long, I had to go once a week to get it thinned. Like, just to get weight taken out of it, just so I could do anything with it. And even then, it took like a ton of product, and I had to do it a certain way. And it just sucked. So I would finally just get frustrated with it and just shave it all back off. So then just go with it. So now I've been growing it out a little bit longer, and for whatever reason, now I think I've lost a little bit of hair, and now I can actually slick it back like I've wanted to for years. So now I can have it slicked back like I have it now.
This is what happens when you're 30.
I guess so. I'm not gonna never do the hard part. I'm not gonna do the hard part, guy.
You can. Who was the character on Rugrats? That had.
I was a Disney kid.
Oh, okay. So there was it was like really popular in like 2015, where everybody would shave the side of their head and then just slick the top back.
Oh yeah, that's like Brad Pitt and Fury.
Yeah. So there was like a character on Rugrats that had like three.
Isn't that kind of like how Hitler had his hair?
I think so. Kind of scary.
Yeah. Awkward silence. But yeah, I think it's that old school. That's kind of what I guess I'm going for. I'm always like 2 or 3 years behind the fads.
I am just appreciative that what remaining hair I have left continues to grow and not be completely gray, and that the beard is full.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I'm lacking is my beard. I could go weeks without shaving, and I kind of really haven't. Like I need to just because it's so spotty.
I'm pretty trimmed up right now. Normally I do a nice like neck trim with the.
You could be on a roll of paper towels, dude.
Oh, I was wearing a nice a red flannel earlier today too, so I really could be
perfect.
I mean,
perfect. We get you in the gym, get you doing some deadlifts, and then fill out that flannel a little bit, and then we can holler at O'Brani. Say, hey,
we'll push your product. Podcast family needs towels, quality towels to clean spills.
So to fill up my Christmas stuff, that was really it. What about New Year's for you?
Kept it super low key.
Yeah.
Went to a buddy's house, and I spent the whole weekend like packing stuff up, getting prepped for the house move.
Oh yeah.
And then took a load home back to Winston. Met up at my buddy's house in Kernersville. We smoked a 20-pound pork shoulder, and had some good barbecue.
Nice.
And then the ball fell, and I was asleep. And then my Civic rolled over 245,000 miles.
To the moon.
So
like past the moon, like 5,000 past the moon.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It is crazy.
It's starting to lap back.
Yeah, that thing's got so much more life in it that I just, it's not dropping any panties, but it is very practical and financially sound. And it just had a ton of service done to it. So, I mean...
What's the trim package on it? Is it
It's an LX.
An LX?
Yeah, I learned to drive 5-speed on this thing. 2000 Honda Civic LX.
LX. Like, isn't there like...
white with a gray interior.
Isn't there like 10 trim packages for those things?
Oh, you can get the DX, the LX, the EX. They had the HX, which was like the super fuel efficient version. Mm-hmm. The DX is like the non-option stripped down. You don't even get like a tachometer or a speedometer. I mean, it's like way, 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 way stripped down, and the EX is like the most luxurious version.
What was the quote fast one?
The SI.
The SI, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right, the SI.
And then you could get the that body style came in hatchback, coupe, and sedan. And LXs only came in sedan. You couldn't get an LX coupe.
Got it. So you have a 4-door Civic.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We had to we had to exchange some wheels and do some body work and replace.
It's clean though. It is very
things.
clean. Like,
well, you know what?
for those that haven't seen it, I mean,
Dude,
I know you got pictures of it on your Instagram, right?
There's probably, if you looked at it, you would think this car has like 30,000 miles on it.
Yeah, it looks like it's been very garage kept and hasn't been driven at all.
Yeah, no, I have an emotional attachment to this car. Like,
you were getting ready to get rid of it too, weren't you?
Was thinking about it, went and bought a replacement, and then I think that now that I'm going to be commuting from Winston to Charlotte, that I'm just going to ride this thing until it dies. And then just have the big pimp Lexus GS to cruise around Winston-Salem with. And
don't you have like 4 cars right now?
I do have a lot of cars. Well, this is what happens when you're 30-something with no kids.
Yep.
I don't have my first house, so.
Yep.
I've lived pretty lean. Like, I did most of my moving with my Civic.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I have a king bed that I haven't want to borrow a truck from work, and then a dresser drawer that I've had since I was like 8. Super, super solid wood, nice piece. It just works.
Nice.
But I'm about to go full HGTV on this house.
Yeah?
I mean, not even like a little bit. I mean, we've been studying for years and prepping like...
Subway tile?
Oh, fam. 15 cent a tile at Home Depot. I've already ordered 1,000 of them.
Oh,
we're going hard, my friend. We've got the nice black and white pattern tile going on the bathroom floors. We got the subway tile with the black grout because that makes a difference. In case you didn't know, we've got the quartz countertops picked out, the shaker style cabinet doors picked out. We're currently looking at building some deck off the patio, painting all the brick white. Got the nice European style blue gloss doors going on it. I mean, we're going hard on this thing.
We got a couple that's a friend of ours. The guy, he works at one of the restaurants up there. I forget what the hell it's called. Gosh, that bothers me. I forget what's the nice restaurants up in Winston-Salem.
Oh, I mean, downtown you got Jeffrey Adams, you got Hutch and Harris, you got Six and Vine. Finnegan's is like the little Irish pub. You got the Cowboys Brazilian Steakhouse, which is kind of newish. It's been planned over the past couple years.
I'm going to look this up.
You've got Ryan's. You've got
Ryan's?
Yeah.
Like the buffet place?
No. This is like this is its own like steakhouse. This is a chop house.
Okay.
And then you got what's the other one? The Village Tavern.
Noble Grill.
Oh yeah, Noble's is good.
Yeah, he's the sous chef there.
Okay.
Yeah. Or the line chef or whatever. But we've been planning a trip to go up there, but I'm gonna have to come up there and check out your spot.
Oh man, we're gonna have a pretty serious housewarming party.
When do you think you're gonna be all in?
So I'm hoping the renovations are going to be done over the next. So I'm working with my brother-in-law, who's also a contractor when he's not a full-time firefighter. So I've got the ace up the sleeve there. We're knocking walls down day one.
Dang.
I mean, we got to go up in concept.
Open floor plan?
Oh, I mean, you have to. Yeah. It's for the bitches. They love that shit.
Huh. So, yeah. Definitely have to go up there and check it out.
Yeah, so maybe probably off weekend I'll probably plan it just so make sure I can at least invite everybody.
Oh yeah, it's definitely going to be before, because once the season starts, it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm going to go hard, man. Like, I've got hookups on kegs. I mean, we're going to do this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All my assorted friends from everywhere. everybody's coming up. Everybody
sucks that
coming
Hayes
up.
ain't going to be here to go though.
Yeah.
We miss you, Hayes. We miss you. We miss you already. Been gone like what, 2 days? We already missed a guy.
Yeah.
As far as my New Year's, we went to Epic here in downtown Mooresville.
Delicious.
Great. It's the greatest restaurant ever. We went there. They had their little New Year's Eve dinner deal. Got finished with that. Was going to go to the wine bar in downtown Mooresville, but it's kind of a funny story behind that. The owner just kind of opens it whenever he wants.
How baller is that?
Yeah, he lives above it, And
Oh, well, that's a pretty good commute.
yeah, he lives above it, and it's just open whenever he wants it to be open. But that's just kind of his deal, and you only know when it's open by checking the Facebook page.
Huh.
So it's like, hey, we're open tonight. Come out. We got music coming. Like, it's only whenever he wants his friends, quote, whenever he wants some drinking buddies, is basically what it comes down to.
Wow.
And it's a cool little spot. Got all like a real nice wine selection. They always do wine tastings there.
So does he just pull a bartender from the staff and say we're...
I don't know who it is, but it's the same one that's always there, so it's probably someone he knows.
Huh.
It's an older gentleman, and then a woman's in there.
Sweet.
And then
I want somebody with experience pouring my old fashions.
Yeah.
You get these kids that try to pour everything out of a bottle, and I just take it personally offensive.
But yeah, it's a good little spot. But unfortunately, that place wasn't open, and it wasn't open because it was so cold.
Yeah.
That was the excuse. So then we ended up coming back here with a couple friends. We played Game of Thrones Risk.
Huh.
Yeah, we went hard on that game, and I know it's riveting stuff for the fans, but definitely try that game. It's legit.
I've watched every single so I didn't get into Game of Thrones until season 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then I binged through season 4 in like a matter of like 7 weeks or so.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've seen every single episode from that time that I picked up and got caught up on season 4. I watched them all on TV.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I'm so far removed from that first season that I need to go back and start rewatching some of this stuff.
Yeah, we did the HBO thing.
You said there was a marathon.
Yeah, there's a marathon that they ran from noon to 10 p.m. the entire week. They went through all the seasons.
Wow.
So we got to binge watch that. Got a lot of stuff done around the house. Had the laptop over there. Was working on the website deal while all that was going on. But it's just the greatest show ever. And yeah, so you got any New Year's resolutions?
None. I never do any.
None.
I just kind of go by the seat of the pants. I mean, I've knocked off so many of my like big time, like big ticket item goals that it's a weird spot in life where like things are going really well, but I'm not quite sure what the next step is. So I'm just going to focus on house renovations, and I do my best thinking when I'm just taking a stroll. So I have a specific walking route that I like to do in Uptown, and I have one that I like to do in Winston-Salem. And that's where all my idea generation comes from. That's where
they say. I've heard a lot of different podcast people say that that people that have been on podcasts, I should say, that they're finding out that doing an activity like walking or whatever is the best time to actually think, because you get the blood flow and the whole deal. So
I would highly recommend that to anybody. 30 minutes around your neighborhood.
Yeah.
I mean, it's game changer.
Yeah, that's what I usually do, but it's so cold.
That's 8.
Got a treadmill out in the gym now that I've been using, so that came in really handy here. Got the little space heater.
I actually did that sprint workout right before I came over here, and it's do it in the parking lot at the shop, and it is 25 degrees.
How are you talking right now?
So
does your throat hurt?
No, I was actually good. It was just a matter of my hands got cold, so I put on my gloves. But other than that, like, you get pretty fired up pretty quickly. Do a quick little stretch and get your hamstrings right, and get your quads right.
Definitely stretch. It's cold, man. You got to get warmed up before you do that stuff.
Do a few jumps and box jumps and get moving. Some 25% stuff, some 50% stuff. And
so you build your way up,
and then you just tear it, rip them.
It's the best way to do it.
Yeah, rip the stuff off the balls of your feet.
We our New Year's resolution is we've gone keto.
I'm going to do that in March when I move into my house. Yeah. I'm even taking it further. I'm going straight zero carb, r/0 carb.
That's going to be hard.
I'm ready, man. So all of my friends kind of always just looked at me strange. And
coffee's got like 1 carb in it, so you're already...
Well, they say, you keep it under like 3 or 4% carbs and you'll be okay.
Well, yeah, we, what was it?
It's just a matter of like training your body to burn fat as the energy source instead of glucose.
Yeah, so you're doing high fat, low carb, 30 net carbs. A net carb is the fiber subtracted from your carbs. and that gives you your net carbs. And then it's just it's a lot of protein, not the highest, the biggest macro is fat.
Yeah.
So like with me, it's like 418 grams of fat and 30 grams of carbs.
Dude, I'll put all the olive oil, all the coconut oil, all that full fats.
I tried the bulletproof coffee. Have you ever tried that before?
Yeah.
Ooh. It felt like I just did that a little bit ago. It felt like I was drinking the juice that was at the bottom of the movie popcorn.
Yeah. Ugh.
Like a little too much butter in the coffee.
Handful of nuts. So I really like cashews. I like almonds. Pistachios are very elite in the nut game. Eat those for the mid-afternoon snack. I'm trying, like, this zero carbs. I was a Tyrannosaurus Rex in a previous life before I was a pirate in a previous life. So, like, I'm about it. Like, all my friends are like, you're crazy. This is going to be difficult. And I'm like, no. Like, everybody's like, oh, I just don't know how I'll give up this and I'll give up that. I'm like, I'm trying to fry chicken in bacon fat and just put a little salt and pepper on it. Like, that is very appealing to me.
It is definitely the most delicious.
Like, I'm trying
diet.
to smoke ribs, like 10 pounds of them.
Like, minus you can't have like pasta or rice.
Nah,
but
it's okay.
But you're talking about heavy cream, oil,
eggs,
bacon.
I'm trying to make a bacon wrap out of bacon.
Yeah.
And then put eggs and steak in that.
Yes.
With just delicious. Enough fucking seasoning.
A bacon burrito.
Yes.
As the bacon.
Kind of like that KFC double down.
Yeah.
But like the zero carb people are like, they don't even fuck with cheese.
Yeah, because some cheese has carbs in it.
Right. So we're talking. I'm trying to put steak in between my chicken buns.
Steak as the bun.
I'm talking, yes. I want 2 ribeyes with a nice rare slab of New York strip in the middle of them.
Ah, amazing. All fried on a cast iron.
Hey, if you're low T, you won't be.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's your body needs the fat for your hormones. That's for sure. Well, as far as NASCAR news,
man, it's been pretty dead.
It's been, yes.
Danica Patrick is dating Aaron Rodgers.
I heard that's fake news.
It's just questionable.
I heard some comment sections today that they're like, no, it's fake news. Someone's blowing it out of proportion.
I mean, we can never forget.
But is Danica still NASCAR news?
Well, I think she's got a Daytona 500, and then she has a Indy 500, and that's about it.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Okay, we'll give her to the middle of February.
Yeah. I mean, she's led some laps at Daytona. She's put it on the pole there, so we'll give her that much. I was never a Danica hater. People who don't run well.
Yeah, I wasn't hating. I was just saying that she's no longer a driver anymore. Yeah, that's all I was going with. That. I'm not hating.
It's an also ran. Yeah,
because what she did, I couldn't done it.
No,
there's no way.
She paved the way.
Yeah,
she was the biggest woman we've ever had in the sport.
Absolutely.
I mean,
there's a way
most popular fan votes.
I don't know if it's just because
she's extended. I mean, hell, Joe Rogan's going to have her as a guest on his podcast.
Really?
She's been on all sorts of national television fronts. Think about the young girls who look up to her, saying, "I can do this too." I mean, she's been a pretty good ambassador of the sport.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, and I don't know if it's just because I'm paying attention more, but it seems to be there's a lot more girl drivers nowadays.
Yeah.
So obviously she had something to do with that. And that is fantastic.
Well, I mean, if you look at the NHRA, they are crushing NASCAR as far as diversity in drivers. Yeah,
because I think that women are better at reaction times than men.
I would agree with that, hand over foot. Yeah, absolutely.
So there's that. Like, women are better drag racers.
Yeah.
They're better at cutting a light, a more consistent light.
And probably better at feather footing it.
Yeah.
To get it out of the hole. I mean, just in general.
Yeah, so. It's just the way it is. Like, there was always...
Take the L when it's there to be taken.
Yeah, there was always girls at my little drag strip that I grew up racing at. You'd always red light against them because you had to be on your shit. And they'd always cut a good light. And, like, everyone would... It was like a curse. Like, they would red light their way all the way into the finals because everyone was trying to cut a good light because you had to. and everyone would either jump the gun or just be like so nervous that they just,
There's elite female welders out there too.
Mm-hmm. Shooters,
yeah. Archery.
Yes.
Look at those Olympic teams.
Yep. Pool players.
Oh yeah.
It's. I mean, Danica definitely.
Guys, we don't run this world.
No,
we do not.
Danica definitely, like, she helped out a lot, and yes, it is very unfortunate that she didn't have better success in the Cup Series than what she did. It wasn't for the lack of trying, at all. But we've seen this deal.
We'd all be better off.
It's if she hard. Oh, yeah, absolutely. But it is very hard to win these things. Very hard. Like, I've never won anything in the NASCAR series. I mean, I know I'm not driving, but I'm on the pit crew, and I know guys that have all the wins
and championships.
Yes,
some of the guys on your squad, pit with, have some pretty notable ones.
Exactly, and it's hard. It's hard, man. And to do what she did, and to try and to just leave where she was the biggest thing in IndyCar,
right? And
she left that.
Took a lot
to take that chance to come over here and drive a different car, drive on different style racetracks. To do that, it's rough. That's rough, and she gave as best as she could. So when I say that, is it really NASCAR news? It's not a knock on her at all. That is just saying that she's not a NASCAR driver anymore.
Hey, that was a good, solid couple minutes of content right there. It's a nice little rabbit hole to jump down.
But yeah, as far as there's really nothing going on. Richard Childress' house almost got broken into. That's been big news.
Yeah, so I guess they found those 3 guys.
Yeah. Apparently they arrested 3 guys in connection to the robbery. I don't really know anything other than that. All I know is that they never made it into his house, right?
I think there was the attempt to break in.
Yeah, there was the attempt
chasing him off.
Yeah, the alarm went off. Apparently, he shot at him or something like that.
Now I just have to question: who the fuck breaks into the house of a noted big game hunter? Who is about to be the president of the NRA.
Yes, NRA sponsors his race cars. Like, he gives NRA memberships to the guys that work in his shop.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like,
I mean,
I know you got to be dumb to break into someone's house, but, like, you might as well drive into Lafayette's, the chairman of the NRA, just break into his house. Yeah. Like, what the hell are you doing? That's the wrong place. But, I mean, those guys were packing. Those guys were ready. Like, they came for a fight, but gosh, there's got to be softer targets out there. There just has to be.
Right.
Like, that's the guy you want to try to take out? Him? Like, the juice is not worth the squeeze.
The missus was ready to fire, too.
Absolutely.
That may have never made it.
Absolutely, she was. The dog probably had one mounted on his back.
Yeah. I mean, guys.
I'm surprised that
you'd be thinking
that the sprinklers
that you're not dead right now.
I'm surprised that the sprinkler system didn't raise up and have like rotating laser guided.
Well, I mean, he may have just had a turret installed.
Jeez,
you never know.
Gee, I mean, gosh, yeah, that is not the brightest idea. But yeah, thankfully he's okay. No one got hurt. That's really all the news on that front.
It's been super quiet.
Yeah, it's just been an off season. But now we turn to from here on out, it's Daytona, baby. Daytona.
Dude, what are we now? 36, 37 days out?
We were 47 days yesterday, so we're like 46 days at the recording of this podcast.
Ugh, I just can't even keep up.
It's gone, man.
A month and 2 weeks.
Yeah.
There is no off season.
No.
I mean, there's a part where there's not races on television. I refuse to call that an off season.
No, because I mean, now once everything's going to be in high gear, once the new bodies get made and all, so it's like the body shop right now in every shop is crunched.
Oh man, yeah.
Building the new cars. So everyone else, so there's parts of the shop right now where guys are just kind of like working on like the pit boxes.
Yeah, if you're a Chevy team,
you're waiting.
Yeah. You're hoping body parts shows up.
Yeah. So you're building your new bodies. The finish fab guys are just kind of sorting through parts. I mean, I'm not saying that they're not doing anything. They're definitely doing stuff.
Oh, that shop is clean and ready to roll.
They're
They don't
moving
have
parts
time.
around. They're working on the pit boxes. They're working on their at the track toolbox. They're sorting all that stuff. They're getting everything ready to
People
go.
don't realize that those battle wagons
Yeah,
they come completely apart. Everything gets cleaned, repainted, rewrapped, new decals added, new sponsors added into the look. I mean, I think the team that we support, we actually paid to get an extra row added on to the top of the pit box. So yeah, we're gonna have a huge one.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he's talking about seats
Yes.
for sponsors up top. Huh. Well, that'd be good.
So that'll be cool. Looking forward to that.
Yeah. So any modifications that need to be done to any of the at the track stuff, the haulers are getting redone, rewrapped. Like it's just it's nonstop. Like you said, like you actually work more now because you're trying to get everything done and ready. Like you're not in your normal.
As soon as Daytona hits, it's reps. You're putting reps in. That's all you do for the rest of the year. And then when you can fit a meeting in, or when you can, if you got a new sponsor coming in or you're selling stuff, you fit that when you can. But it's just reps.
So what are you guys doing right now?
So none of the paint schemes are changing on the main car. There's 2 cars that are going to get added into that sponsor portfolio with 2 desirable drivers, and one from the historic team probably has the absolute best paint scheme you're going to see in 2018.
Yeah.
Fire. Absolute fire. I was wowed. So, I mean, you're getting through all that stuff. You're figuring out where your in-market appearances are going to be, where your out-of-market appearances are going to be. You're figuring out the big-ticket items that your sponsors want to support and use their motorsports program to elevate all of those programs. You're ordering new merchandise, so stuff may not change looks-wise, but you got to have new stuff. You got to have new fire suits. Driver has to have new fire suits. I mean, you're not going to roll around in bum-ass old stuff. And then, if branding policies changed in the company over the year, which they always do, if you have a driver showing up, you got to have a new hat for him because the brand standards changed or the logos may have changed. Production days. So we did one that was 3 days long. And we got another one coming up on the 16th to support. So, I mean, you're fitting like everything. And you have to remember, like, some drivers will take all of December off. Some will take all of January off or half of January off. Or so you're working around like a lot of different obstacles trying to get all the logistics lined up to say, hey, we got to get this stuff done now. How do we get it all done with everybody's schedule? So there's a lot of planning. A whole lot of planning, and then you have hospitality stuff that you've been planning for 5 or 6 months now ahead because you have to get the hotels and the rental cars and everything reserved before everybody comes down to Daytona because those pit road suites get sold out. Those main suites up in the grandstands get sold out. All of your stuff that's in the midway, all that signage has to be created.
So when you're getting those suites at those racetracks, is that first come, first serve? Or is there like a section that is signed, set aside for you guys?
That's actually a really good question. You probably start talking renewals as soon as you can. After the event ends for last year, you probably start figuring out what are we going to do next year pretty quickly. And some might let you put a deposit down and hold it. And, some of them, if you have like a title sponsorship with the track, you may have, say you buy a suite at Las Vegas, and you're the title sponsor, you probably have it for both races. You have it for every race pretty much because you're spending enough money there. And they'll give you like right of first refusal saying, do you guys have anything you want at Kentucky or Charlotte or et cetera? Like, we can go ahead and put a suite away from you since you're a current customer. If you're new coming in, they'll probably bend over backwards to get you in. But I mean, smaller, lower dollar deals are probably going to be looked over for larger ones because, I mean, this is a business. So you have to be. And then, whatever remaining inventory you have, you'll wheel and deal to get what you can out of it. But, I mean, tracks have to sell their signage spots. They have to go through and do all their safety improvements So I mean, there's a ton of shit going around right now everywhere. Even if you only have one race, I mean,
there's really not much going on as far as news, but there's a lot.
Homestead is hustling right now.
But there's a lot going on right now. Everyone's getting everything ready. It's crazy. Like for us, like holy shit.
Yeah, if you're a Chevy team right now,
yeah. Ooh. And I mean, with us being on the pit crew side of it, on the overall side, we never stopped.
Well, you had to figure out an entire new way to do a pit stop that's been different from ever.
Yeah. Yeah. So we've been, tackling that and just drilling it. Like you got to do it a completely different way now. So the way that I've been doing it for 10 years, like a couple things are the same, but the whole, like, okay, the parts of doing it is the same. How you're doing it is different. So like all the movements, but the sequence is all different. So, just drilling, and we started our conditioning program today, actually, and just trying to get back into it and just drilling it. And the good thing is all the guys on the team are very, like, we're all super competitive, obviously. So it's cool to see guys start to work, I wouldn't say harder, but more.
The intensity is ramped way up.
Yes, but it's kind of like seeing those guys when they first got, like, what they would have been like when they first got into it. Like you see like this set, like everyone had their, like I had my set like warm up process, like as I would go through my drills. And to see these guys, like, instantly, like, they know what they're going to do. They know what they need. Okay, so I know that I have to work on this or I have to work on that. And they break that all down. And you see these guys starting to work on these individual drills on their own. And that's like, you see why they got to where they are. Because the time and the effort that they put in. Like, you only get in what you get. You only get out what you put into this.
Right.
So, like, you're not going to get any better just looking at it. Like, you have to do it. And it's reps. And a lot of this is based off of muscle memory. So when the car comes in and that car crosses that jump line and you run out there, like, when I do a pit stop, I only remember what went wrong. And I only I have a snapshot of that image in my head, like a picture. So if there was something went wrong, if he missed this lug nut or that index was missed, or if there was adjustment that stop and I, like, whatever, or if there was a hose in the wrong place, like I only remember that. I can't tell you anything else that happened. And that's just me.
Wow.
But I can't.
Well, it's all going so fast, like you're watching it on TV or watching it through the pit box.
It's just like all the other hundreds of pit stops I've ever done.
Yeah.
So I only remember what went wrong. So if nothing went wrong, I know it probably went good. Like I can tell you if it felt good, if that felt fast or felt slow. Sometimes I'm wrong. Sometimes I say, hey, damn, that felt fast. And then you look at the stopwatch and nope, it wasn't. Or sometimes like, like, what was that? And they say, oh, it was a good one. Oh, hell, didn't feel that good. But that's just how doing this is. But I mean, we just keep working on it, and everyone's trying to figure out different ways, and there's all kinds of rumors floating around. He's doing it this way and he's doing that way, and have you seen these guys do it, or blah 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 blah. So it's this whole.
Yeah, it's funny you haven't seen a single video show up on social media of what the new pit stop looks like.
Nope, sure not. You're not gonna either.
No.
Like that.
It's going to be interesting to watch the 500.
Yeah, someone's going to have some pretty unique ways, I think, that they're going to, like, you're going to see something and, like, someone's going to be doing it a completely different way. And it's just like, and like, everyone's going to be looking at everybody like, okay, how are we doing this? Like, not only did
Tuesday after Daytona is going to be a pretty wicked.
Yeah. So film, like, getting as much film as you can, doing all the reviews and, and like, well, they're doing this and they're doing that. So just like we started when we first got our first meeting, it's like, okay, how are we doing this? Like, what's the best way to do this? So now when we get to the racetrack, everyone's going to look at, okay, now how are we doing this? Oh, okay, well, they're doing it like that. Oh, okay, then they're doing it like that. That's what all Daytona is going to be. And then when we get to Atlanta, so that's the Atlanta's the second race, or Phoenix is the second race. Which one is it?
Atlanta.
When we get there, that's when the pit stops are really going to start. When you get to a normal racetrack, other than a speedway, that's when you're really going to see it be completely different. Because like you can do a lot of 2-tire stuff at the speedway. You go to Atlanta, you're doing 4 tires.
Oh man, tires are dead after 4 laps, 5 laps.
You're throwing brand new tires on that thing every stop that you get. So Atlanta's really going to be the big one. The newness is definitely going to be at Daytona and just kind of seeing what different guys do. But you're going to get your real look in Atlanta to really show how everyone's going to do it.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. It's definitely a challenge, but I think that everyone's going to be able to do it good and do it right. So that's all I got.
That's all I got.
Let's see who we got guests for coming up. Guys, a couple good guests. Got maybe a popular little driver.
Yes, hopefully our first National Series driver will be coming on. If not next week, very very quickly after that.
That's true. Yeah, we haven't. We've had our first driver in Spencer.
Yeah. Then we had our first legend with Bobby.
Yeah, legend Bobby. So we get our first current rostered driver going to be on soon. I think everyone will like that. Got a couple more we need to reach out to. If you guys know of anybody that you want to reach out to and holler at, by all means, tweet at them.
Say, or somebody you want to hear, we'll go talk to him in the garage.
Oh yeah, exactly. I actually pinned that tweet on the Twitter at Young and Pruitt. If you guys want anybody, know anybody, be sure to let us know. We'll do our best to try to get them on. Got a buddy of mine coming on a little bit later, and then we're going to try to get another legend on here right before the Olympics start.
Hint drop.
Yeah, that's the hint. If you listen to the last episode, that's the big hint. The Olympics. So got to try to get a hold of him, and then so this is season 2, bud.
Season 2, episode 1.
Yeah,
SO2 EO1, which happens to ironically be episode 21.
Yeah.
So boom. We'll get through the first half of the year, take a summer break, and then jump right into the
Illuminati
second half.
confirmed.
Yeah. There you go. It's all conspiracy.
So, all right. Well, just kind of a, normal little show today. A lot of, basically, like, this was like an announcement show.
Yeah.
Just to
catching up.
Yeah, this is just to get us back.
Bullshit.
Out of the holidays, get us back in the groove. So definitely check out YouTube. They're all going to be on there, including this episode. We're on iTunes, Stitcher. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on all those. It'd be greatly appreciated. If you got a review, go ahead and type us a quick review. Hit us those 5 stars if you think we're 5 stars.
You can slide in our DMs and tell us to do horrible things if you think we suck. There is literally an endless amount of personal engagement.
Yeah.
It's out there.
We have
any way you prefer.
We have the forum now on youngandpruitt.com. We have the subreddit, our Young and Pruitt on Reddit. That's probably going to get really fun once everyone hears about that.
Yeah.
I really got nothing.
Holla at us.
Yeah. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at JackmanZach.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at TallGuyTurbo.
See you guys later.